Hello students. Today we're going to talk about workplaces. First, we're going to review the names of jobs that we did in the last lesson. So here we go. An artist. An artist. A singer. A singer. A writer. A writer. An engineer. An engineer. A manager. A manager. A director. A director. A cameraman. A cameraman. A business woman. A businesswoman. A police officer. A police officer. A sales assistant. A sales assistant. A veterinarian. A veterinarian. An actor. An actor. A waitress. A waitress. A waiter. A waiter. A computer programmer. A computer programmer. And an accountant. An accountant. Okay, so again, an artist, a singer, a writer, an engineer, a manager, a director, a cameraman, a businesswoman, a police officer, a sales assistant, a veterinarian, an actor, a waitress, a waiter, a computer programmer, and an accountant. Okay? Now, let's talk about where these people work. Now, we're going to talk about workplaces. First of all, these small words usually talk about where the place is. These are called prepositions. And in English, the preposition comes before the noun. Okay, now, here's some sentences. My sister is a nurse. My sister is a nurse. She works in a hospital. My sister is a nurse. She works in a hospital. My brother is an architect. My brother is an architect. He works in an office. He works in an office. My brother is an architect. He works in an office. In an office. My son is a website designer. My son is a website designer. He works at a restaurant. He works at a restaurant. My son is a website designer. He works at a restaurant. I am a teacher. I am a teacher. I work at a school. I am a teacher. I work at a school. So again, my sister is a nurse. She works in a hospital. My brother is an architect. He works in an office. My son is a website designer. He works at a restaurant. I am a teacher. I work at a school. Now, here's some vocabulary of workplaces. So these are names of places where people work. So here we go. First, a bank. A bank. A bank. A restaurant. A restaurant. A restaurant. An office. An office. An office. A school. A school. A school. A hospital. A hospital. A hospital. A store. A store. A store. A hotel. A hotel. A hotel. And a factory. A factory. A factory. Okay? Now, I want to make some questions, and then the answers will include these words. So here's the question. Where does a work? Where does a work? For example, where does a teacher work? Where does a teacher work? A teacher works at a school. Where does a teacher work? A teacher works at a school. Okay? Now, let's practice. Ali, where does an architect work?
An architect works in an office.
Yes, good. Lisa, where does a waiter work?
A waiter works in a restaurant.
Okay. Isabel, where does a website designer work?
A website designer works in an office.
Lisa, where does a sales assistant work?
A sales assistant works in a store.
Isabel, where does a taxi driver work?
A taxi driver works in a taxi.
Yes. Ali, where does an artist work?
An artist works in a studio.
Good. Isabel, where does a singer work?
A singer works in a studio. A singer works in a theater or a bar.
Yes. Lisa, where does a writer work?
A writer works in an office.
Good. Ali, where does a businesswoman work?
She works in an office.
Yes. Lisa, where does a veterinarian work?
He or she works in an office or clinic.
Yes, that's right. Ali, tell me about a police officer.
A police officer protects people. He works in an office. Maybe he works on a street.
Yes, good. Lisa, tell me about a cameraman.
A cameraman makes films or television programs. He works in a studio.
Okay. Isabel, tell me about an accountant.
An accountant manages money. He or she works in an office.
Yes, Very good. Thank you very much.